We have Zach Z.M. Wise is his pen name. Z.M. Wise is a poet who has been writing since he could walk. The four key poets who inspired him to become one himself are Jim Morrison, Matty Stepanek, Mark Bolan, and Allen Ginsberg. He has been reading in public for about 2 years, and he aspires to get each of his books published. Z.M. Wise says, "Poetry is not my career. Poetry is my passion, the air I breathe, and my life." Please welcome Z.M. Wise.
Okay.
How are we all doing tonight?
Good, thanks.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Well, just a little thing before I start. The hat on that table, I brought that hat specifically for a purpose. I wanted my grandfather to be here tonight, and he's with me in spirit, and hoping he's watching. What I'd like to start out with is a poem that my grandfather wrote to my father. Okay. Much better. He wrote to my father when he turned 25, and it's called Total of Love to Father to Son. Sakes alive, he's 25. How quickly the years have flown. Was just last week he began to speak. Now suddenly he's grown. Sakes alive, he's 25. Years that I'll forever treasure. He gave of himself, he gave to myself. A quarter century of sheer pleasure. Sakes alive, he's 25, and now sings an entirely new tune of wedding rings and all those things, including a honeymoon. Sakes alive, he's 25, and getting to be an old codger. But there's only one, and I'm proud he's my son. There's no mistake, he's Roger. And then the footnote that I wrote, it's kind of like a reply to my grandfather. Sakes alive, Grandpa. Had no idea that poetry ran in the family. Genetic ink blood? Sakes alive, Grandpa. Your work surpasses Whitman, Frost, and Pound. Kudos to you. Sakes alive, Grandpa. It's no wonder I can feel ideas pouring like rain on a Sunday afternoon. Sakes alive, Grandpa. Take me with you to that heavenly cloud in the summer sky. The next three, a couple years back, my family and I went on a trip to the Southwest, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, and California. And these three poems are called Grand Canyon, Beautiful Abyss. Some say Paul Bunyan and his mighty axe cut into the land with one mighty swing became earth-shattering. Many split ends cower beneath the red rocks of the canyon. Becomes a beautiful abyss for those who dare to take a jump into the dark depths below. On the way there, a family flips the bird to insane drivers and drink in unison. Brothers and sisters, take my hand as we walk on ancient land and arrive to a canyon that is grand. Looking down under into the inner core of this astounding amount of land. Doesn't get any better than this. Cool, pleasant breeze, wishful thoughts sent down below. Would love to stay here. Would love to watch hawks fly around, circling in on new prey. Many deaths from falling or trying to fly like the moron bird they are. Brothers and sisters, hold my hand as we continue this journey on ancient land and observe this canyon that is grand. This is the end now, ledge peeking over, towering over everything. Majestic and beautiful, this royal sight is. Wish we could stay. Every rock, every tree bows as the wind manipulates each kneel, silent and secluded. ancient and familiar. Tempted to take a dive? Brothers and sisters, this is the end. Let go of my hand as we exit this ancient land. It has been fantastic seeing this canyon that is grand. This is about a certain rock formation that looks exactly like, pretty much like a thinking old man, and it's in New Hampshire. It was formed in 1805, and glaciers pretty much made it collapse years later, and this is known as the profile. Holy Elder of New Hampshire, there is nothing positively greater than bliss. Holy new formation of 1805, godlight shines down on your non-egotistical eccentricities. Holy stone-faced mountain man, let tenderness enlighten the destiny wigwam. Holy mountain, not to be mistaken with Alejandro Jodorowsky's shrine. Help the natives realize such significance that will not go unrecognized. A glacier army created your frozen British Guard stance. Mr. Webster conveys that God indeed creates humans in God's own image? Highly unlikely, impossible discovery. What formalities could a sightseer unravel? Whirlwind of inspiration, 10-second diversion, eternal vision, confound the rest. Oh, the devil take it! Hawthorne grasped you for writing purposes before I stood a chance. Oh, dash it all, your face is engraved on a 2,000 quarter for the country pockets. Oh, for goodness sakes, if you are granted instant immortality, why humans with expendable flesh and blood? Oh, do pardon the random inquiries, but the granite texture is almost too delicate for just one touch. Omnipotent presence, collective thoughts that are coming together as one conglomerate Cthulhu statue, breathtaking spirit maker. And now for 11 haiku. Something about her makes me shine as bright as the sun. I loved her that night. Another Saturday flew by as swift as it came. She just can't be tamed. David Burns building plays throughout the city. What? Wandering sound? Dissolve. Mourn for our brothers, mourn for our sisters tonight. They sleep forever. Gray wolf in a trap, bleeding, pleading paws, escape, limp back through blind snow. What happened to soft lips, tender, moist, quivering lips? Ticket to heaven. Don't bring me down, love. Lovely liquor in my face will make this night hell. Eagle Mountain sun, hot winged feet, can you run? Masked man with a gun. How does the wife know where the drunken husband goes? Off to the gallows. Little old teacher looks like a gangling creature. Thank God, no preacher. Other side of earth dwindles, breaks, drifts away now. My side is water. Well, relationships can be hard nowadays, and the inspiration for this one, I felt many voices from broken relationships kind of just traveled into my brain and wanted me to write down what they were going through, what they were feeling, so this is a tribute to all of them. It's called I Am Not Your Journal. I am not your journal. A random pair of ears for you to spit meaningless words into. And I am not the red handprint that you deliberately placed on my vulnerable face after an anger session. Not so hard next time, doll. And I am not your wasted tears falling on priceless glass after your infidelity confession.